所以大家的进化行为都会影响剧本的演绎推进，从而达成不同的赛季结局。
We are also developing another PvE scenario. Let's call it code deviation. We all know that deviations are one of the game's most popular elements and still have much potential for development. So, this scenario will be centered on our useful and adorable deviations.
是的，我们希望打造一个具有趣味性的异常物世界。所以，首先我们会将异常物的分布和捕捉与大世界的环境规则进行融合，使之具有探索性。其次，我们会将培育玩法和异常物进行结合，也就是说，异常物之间可以进行相互的融合，产出更多具有特色的异常物。
Besides fusing among deviations, we're exploring if it's possible to fuse a deviation with other entities. For example, fusing Mr. Wish with a chair. Right. Of course, the scenario won't just be about capturing and racing deviations. Instead, the core gameplay will be about deviation battles.
是的，也就是说，超越者们可以组建自己的异常物战队，与其他玩家进行对战，夺取胜利。为此，超越者们需要收集和培养自己的异常物，以提升自身的战斗实力。
Fucking Pokemon.
在剧本期间，我们有计划举行异常物对抗大赛，在玩家间决出最强冠军。
We also plan to add many new deviations when the scenario goes live. It's still in pre-development and nothing is confirmed yet. Please feel free to share your suggestions.
The code purifications and the code deviations are expected to launch in Q3 2025. Stay tuned for more information.
聊完了 PVE 剧本，我们再来谈谈 PVP。首先，关于分歧之路，超越者们关心和反馈的重点问题，我们都已经列入了规划调整当中。具体来说，据点战玩法的报名和对战规则会进行重点的优化。我们也计划调整赛季各阶段中的角色成长和 PVP 玩法强度，来让超越者们拥有更适配 PVP 剧本的成长节奏和更丰富的对战体验。此外，针对服务器的各类延迟、卡顿等体验问题，我们的技术同学也在持续进行专项的优化，来让大家的体验更加稳定。
Let's move on to Price vs. Clash, our second PvP scenario. It's improved thanks to your feedback, but there are still lingering issues, such as one-side faction wars, cheatings, and tiring bugs. To address cheatings, we are developing a dedicated reporting mechanism and introducing an anti-cheat system. We've also identified areas affected by the tiring bug and will fix them in the future updates.
另外，在阵营对抗的进程中，我们也计划通过一些方式，让对方增加翻盘点，在不影响公平性的前提下，增加博弈性。
So before the new PvE scenarios, what about PvP?
当然，也是在明年第3季度，我们会推出一个全新的 PVP 剧本，名字也没定，先称它为代号破碎吧。
Unlike Evolution's Call and the Price vs. Clash, these scenarios aims to provide players with a free and unrestricted PvP environment. We want players to engage in all kinds of PvP interactions, including ambushes and territory raids.
无论进攻还是防守，都建议您组建自己的小队，通过物资收集、搭建领地、提升能力。如果您是独狼玩法，也可以选择孤军奋战，没有问题。
And to hasten the pace of combat, these scenarios will last only 10 days, with character groups playing a smaller role. We want the focus and enjoyment to come from combat. Players competing based on team tactics and individual skill.
大家可能已经想象到了一个在不受限制的大世界中，和小队伙伴一起抄家、一起偷袭敌方、一起防御对手进攻的画面。仅有这样，我觉得还远远不够。我们还希望大家在 PVP 过程中有更多的刺激性。为此，我们设计了一些随机性的玩法，这些玩法将为大家的 PVP 战斗提供额外的资源支持。
In this scenario, powerful and rare resources will be dropped through airdrops or other means. Whoever obtains it will gain a significant advantages. as it can be used to craft super weapons that are not just powerful but also impactful on the whole world.
超级武器既然能被制造，当然也可以被拆除。我觉得超越者们应该已经想到一些好玩的事情。另外，对于超级武器使用上的博弈，其实也会在一定程度上决定剧本的结局。
代号破碎和其他剧本不同，我们设计了多种剧本结局。针对不同的剧本结局，大家也可以获得不同的奖励。
What does that actually mean?
为了不破坏大家到时候的体验，到底是怎样的结局，我们也在这里卖个关子，不在这里进一步的爆料了，请各位超越者进到游戏里面自行探索。
Well, they're not gonna like
所
that.
有新剧本在正式上线之前，我们都会优先推出早鸟服。早鸟服能够让部分超越者抢先体验到新剧本的内容。因为我们希望每个新剧本在正式上线之前，它的体验都是完善且能够达到大家的预期，
I don't trust them
避
to
免
do that
因为一
right.
些设计上的不足，
Not
导致大
designed
家
for
的
the
期
player
待落
base.
空。
So we plan for the early access server for about 2 months, during which we will optimize it based on your feedback and playtesting. Everything make it better before the official launch.
我们的剧本爆料就告一段落了。在我们进一步的爆料我们的移动端和专属服务器计划之前，我们先给各位超越者发一波福利，请大家输入我们屏幕上的礼包码，在游戏里兑换，可以获得1000星之彩的奖励哟。
Right. Second round of perks available. Don't forget to claim them after today's update. So, okay, let's move on to the next topic.
Many of you have asked when the mobile version will be officially released. After the last round
really,
of
honestly.
beta testing, we have set the global launch date for Once Human Mobile to April 2025.
抱歉让大家久等了，将原生的 PC 游戏移植到移动端，带给了我们不少的挑战。无论是机器实力还是操作体验，都是我们正在努力攻克的难题。我们也正在努力让更多中低配置的手机能够流畅地运行我们的游戏，希望可以将 PC 端的体验还原到移动端上。
There's never in a million fucking years where you're gonna be able to optimize the PC experience onto the fucking mobile
和
experience.
主流主机平台的合作开发，希望能带给大家良好的跨端体验。主机平台的最终上线时间，我们会在后续告诉大家。
As an open world survival game, we found that many of you request to host your own serve. So we are currently developing custom serve functionalities and expect to launch 2 iterations in the first half of 2025.
在 1.0 版本中，我们计划为大家带来可配置化的
Introduce custom servers
大家可以通过设置
that
参
let you adjust scenario difficulty
而在 2.0 版本中，我们将开放
and then adding more
希
functionality.
望将底层游戏设计的权利交给超越者们，大家可以自行对任务、主线、怪物
Well, here's the problem.
的内容进行配置。
Are they receiving Star Crumb for doing this?
剧本不一样的体验。
Because custom servers should not be rewarding Star Crumb for this.
16日上线，届时大家将可以自由地转变角色的性别。
Yes!
烦恼
We can do it!
后，已有的外观会自动转变为对应性别的外观，可以正常的进行穿搭。
Due to popular demand, you can finally head your backpack. This feature will launch in the first quarter of 2025, giving you more freedom to customize your appearance.
上个月我们已经和大家提到了全新的新之彩获取系统、根源阶梯和蓝图典藏系统。这2个系统也将于今天的更新后正式上线。
Well, to live with today's update, designed to let players enjoy the open world survivor
纯
gameplay.
粹的享受开放大世界中的游戏乐趣，而不被数值所束缚。因此，我们也在持续朝着这个愿景而努力。
In the past, obtaining star crumbs was tied to specific gameplay scenarios. We noticed that some players, in their effort to maximum star crumbs, were investing significant time in scenarios they weren't interested in.
Yes! Call them out!
Increase the grind and reduce the enjoyment.
Yes! Call them out!
Our intentions. Therefore, the new stellar stairway systems allows you to easily earn the star crumbs without being bound to any particular scenario.
And now they don't have an excuse for exiting scenarios to try and maximize star crumb.
改动后的系统将为大家提供每月上限为66000点的新之彩。
Oh, struggler.
而奖励上限也会在4月的1号刷新。新之彩会在每月分成4个阶段，
Run through star crumb,
分别是
unlocked
1
over
号
them
到7
phases.
号、8号到
First to
14号、
7th,
15到
8th
21
14th, 5th to 21st, and 2nd to the end of the month.
前3个阶段中，大家可以在每个阶段最多获得
1,800 star crumb in 8
大家
phase!
只要完成了本月的
An additional 12! Oh my god, they're increasing the fucking prices.
After today's
There's no world you're keeping those
you can
prices the
claim
same.
a one-time perk of 36,000 star crumbs from Stellar Stairway, with the remaining 30,000 star crumbs available to unlock this month.
That's crazy.
另一个蓝图典藏系统，
That's crazy.
让超越者们对蓝图的追求更加有意义。当超越者完成这些蓝图的解锁，就可以提升典藏系统等级，从而领取丰厚的外观内容，例如武器迷彩、关键词特效，以彰显大家的成就。
We are adding a new instrument, the guitar. Unlike the piano, you can play the guitar anywhere, not just in your territory.
太棒了！我的音乐天赋终于可以用上了。
You have musical talent, really?
哎，我代替广大超越者们说的嘛。
You were joking? No, they weren't joking. It's a social video game, struggler.
意外和惊喜。因此，在2025年内，我们计划逐步推出更多的
More building features and bonus in 2025?
不仅仅是装饰性的。
They want Eternal Land not to just be a decorative space, but a true playground.
玩法创意的乐园
Based.
让永恒岛的体验更加自由和丰富。
In other words, they finally got all of the fucking notes that people like me were leaving them, telling them to fix shit around.
Escape room components, allowing you to construct complex architectural puzzles.
Oh yes, custom escape rooms.
These components include various traps, such as laser sensors and flow traps that drop players below upon triggering. You can even choose to build puzzle rooms containing dangerous enemies.
This is the once human Nalcott New Year event stream.
上线射击玩法
The one that I said that we would be doing on the 18th, which is today. Because since they live in like China and Hong Kong, it happens at 11 p.m.
除了上述组件外，我们还在计划研发更多。
Basically, I am Bing chilling. Every single change I wanted is in.
We'll be adding even more incentives and features in the future to help you build your own paradise.
That's okay.
The new year is in the corner, and the festive atmosphere is growing in Nalcott. The joy time is perfect for refurbishing your territory and dress up in new outfit and hold a
But do
new
we
party
get
on
free
friends.
Boxing Day
挑
outfits?
战也不错哦。在今天的版本更新之后，悬赏挑战第1期曙光
Path
之
of
路
Dawn
将在商城
Bound
与大家见
Challenges
面。热爱挑战自我的超越者们可以来挑选悬赏、挑战并炫耀你的成果。
In keeping with the holiday vibes, the new high party cosmetics will arrive tomorrow. Yeah, that's right. In a digital world, a trendy dinosaur is coming to an Erica party. And are you confused in any ways? The wonderful Wish-O-Matic holds all the answers.
聚会季节结束后，新的事件紧随
15 is
其后。
coming after holiday
4月
season.
之下，一封邀请
On
函
Blood Moon,
令
a
期
letter
待
invites you to
着
join
挑
a
起一场
complex
史无
translation
前例
and
的复
conflict.
杂斗争。新春期间，我们
Once
将
it
带来
arrives,
特色永恒岛玩法、
introducing new Eternal Land game
新
modes,
特色
more
异常物
deviations and
和特殊
recipes.
食谱。热闹还是混战？似乎还有
Will it be a
球一样的
celebration
对
of
手
war?
蹲居在后。
So next year will bring many exciting new things, including some battlefield cosmetics and some Eastern fights, and also around Valentino's
Eastern
Day,
flight
the
suits.
game's new evening gown will make a debut. And
New
classic
evening gown?
architectural styles, both
Classic
Eastern
Art Deco?
and Western, will
Both
come
Eastern and
soon
Western
later.
designs.
We're also exploring new ways to use those cosmetics in different situations, allowing you to craft your own story.
新年新气象， 还会有一系列的美观度调整正在排队更新。大家吐槽已久的
Visual
光照
effect
表现
updates.
和角色姿态将要得到优化。
Probably a change to fix the optimized lighting bug inside of
容我卖个关
territories.
子，敬请期待吧。
Yeah, we received a lot of feedbacks in the past few months, and we've been working hard to optimize the game by any ways. So after today's updates, we bring a free expansion to the building material packs, which are available in the shop at their original prices. And if you already purchased them, your expansions will be sent to you automatically. And in the next year, we'll implement many improvements to the shop and events just to further enrich your experience.
That concludes
Thanks, Hot
today's
Korean
stream.
Really.
In case you missed anything, we prepared this chart outlines all.
No, not a chart! No!
当然，除了以上的计划之外，我们也会根据超越者们的体验反馈，及时调整进行中的研发工作。
对于大家特别关心的 IP 联动，很抱歉，目前没有太多可以公开的信息。
No new news on
但请
crossover
大家放
events.
心，我们会在能透露的第一时间告诉大家联动情况。
Yeah. One last reminder, today's update will be finished in a few hours, so don't forget to log in afterwards. In addition to the new content, we'll also be handing out many perks over the next 2 weeks, just to celebrate the upcoming new year.
Like?
Don't miss out.
Like
第二
what?
轮福利来了，加上第一轮，大家不要忘记领取这2000星之彩。
And this is
感
the
谢你
second
们看到
code.
现在。
感谢大家2024年的陪伴，希望2025年的更新内容能让所有
Thank you for playing a video game.
Family.
We expect you to come back and play video game again in 2025.
Happy New Year! 新年快乐!
See, it's fucked up because they're being really nice about everything that they're doing. And I'm just shit posting. Okay. Big ass picture. This does not include the full 2025 roadmap. They literally started in medias res, so not shocked at what was there. We're going to rewind to make sure I did get everything. That indeed was the end. Okay, 30 seconds ago. Refresh. Start at the start here. And then it just started in medias res on the video
新
packet.
闻里
It just started here. Alright. So let's look over what that actually was that they just gave all of us information about. Picture, April, open image. Okay, so here's basically what they just did for us, including the fucking free shit they just handed us. So they have an annual development plan. That annual development plan calls for the following. First, a visual wheel season 1 update to the rewards pattern. Then, gender changes. So I don't even have to make a secondary character for the next season for myself and Kasog. So that's beautiful. And escape room parts for Eternal Land. Custom server V1 in February through March. Visual Wheel Season 2 on April, alongside shooting minigame parts and hiding the backpack feature of the Cradle. Rolling into Quarter 2, the official mobile release, alongside Visual Wheel 2.0. Custom server in May through June. Then the unveiling of the new PvE and PvP integers, as well as the optimizations for Way of Winter. all coming through early access, which then drop July, September in quarter 3. That'll be 2 new PvE, 1 new PvP. The updates to Prismverse and Way of Winter, making for a total of now 7 different modes. And then Visional Wheel Season 3 and 4 during quarter 3. And then quarter 4, the crossover event that's coming at the end of the year, as well as the 5th season of the Visional Wheel. And they gave us 2,000 Star Crom for paying attention, and then an additional, 26k Star Crom that will be available when the patch is done. To be quite serious, that is a lot of change. Now, why you guys chose to plan this at this fucking time, I could not fucking tell you. But you know what? That's okay. That's fine. Now, for the big changes, we go Bing chilling to fucking the Steam update. And the Steam update starts off with the server maintenance being done in 2 hours, based on when this was uploaded at 8:22 a.m. EST. Since Once Human's official launch, we've been closely monitoring community feedback and working on fixes and optimizations. Below is the optimizations for the update. New Star Crom system, which is what they just announced. The new Stellar Stairway system for acquiring Star Crom operates independently of the scenarios, so you don't have to play specific scenarios to maximize your gains. Play Once Human as you wish, and easily earn Star Crom along the way. One-time launch, going live on December 19th, so early in the morning, after which all players deemed to have completed phases 1 and 2 can claim all 36,000 Star Crom for those phases. Jesus Christ. 36k. Not 3,200, 3,600. 36,000, excuse me. And then they can start collecting Askarims for Phase 3. Log in before December 31st to claim the reward. Then on the 19th, receive 3,000 Star Crom a day via the in-game mail for 7 consecutive days, totaling for 2,100 Star Crom. Log in before January 31st to claim them. Poggers. Stellar Stairway Guide. The resets on the first day of every month, obtaining up to 66,000. This is a absurd number. This is a truly absurd number. If these prices on these items inside of the Wish Machine did not change, and this is not their way to say roll to your heart's content on the collection of items, I don't know what the fuck they are fucking doing, but they are cooking something, and it better not burn. Not including Star Croms contained through events, mail, and other means. The most former methods obtaining Star Crom in scenarios now granting Astrams, earning them by defeating enemies, gathering, crafting, and completing Eternal Line orders. With Astrams unlocking Stairway Stellar Performance and earning Star Crom awards. With each month divided into phases, with the 1st to the 7th, the 8th to the 14th, the 15th from the 21st, and the 22nd to the end of the month. So, 4 phases of a total of 28 months each. Technically, 28 days, assuming each one is not February. 4 weeks, 4 phases, each week being counted in 7 days. Phases 1 through 3 include 20 standard rewards, which total 12,000, and 1 phase reward of 600 Star Croms, with Phase 4 featuring the single monthly reward of another 12k that does not require Astrams, but on being unlocked by collecting all Star Crom on Phases 1 to 3. They remain locked until the corresponding date has been reached. If it is January 5th, 2 to 4 remains locked. If you complete all progression and obtain the maximum number of Astrams for that phase, you cannot earn more until the next phase unlocks. And at the end of each month, all stairway progression will be reset, and you will again start from 0 Star Crom. And if you have unlocked any but of unclaimed Star Crom from the previous month, you can claim them from the past reward screen. So there is no FOMO, even if you happen to be unable to log in. Lord have mercy. I have never seen a login dude like this except for the login dude of Path of Exile 2. And this game is free. And never before has there ever been a bigger time and a bigger scene to log in my guys. Holy. After this update, all unclaimed StarCrom from the game modes will be changed to Astrums. Claim them as soon as possible. All StarCrom rewards from following modes will be changed to Astrums. Season goals, territory verification, the Stella Panuna shop, season shop, journeys, the Prime War First Clear, Prison vs. Clash's faction loot crate, the Chaos Weaver progress awards, and thermal towers, as well as Stronghold Conquest and the Warband rankings, with Warband rankings no longer providing StarCrom awards. Instead, Astrums being earned from Strongholds, and Warband members that do not participate in the specific Stronghold conquests still receiving a part of Astrums. Weapons are going to be getting balance changes based on the player feedback and internal testing, as follows. Before, the effective memento was bullet consumption. Now, it goes from 45% chance to trigger on hit, increasing to 80%. On weak spot, it now uses less text. It's the same fucking skill. When it's triggered, you automatically reroll the bullet. It drops from 60 to 50, losing 10% chance, and now gains 80 extra attack. Kuma Wink on bounce, 25% chance to trigger, bouncing to 3 targets. Before, it always triggers a rebound, dealing 100% bonus damage, and after rebounding, not continuing to bounce. That effect stays the same. When magazine below 50%, bounce triggers +1. Now goes to, after reloading, +1 bounce for 6 seconds, with the effect being removed after switching weapons. So now, you trigger extra bounce for reloading. Okay. Little Jaws, guaranteed triggering on hit. Cooldown of 9 seconds. Unstable Bomber now does 40% less damage to you yourself. The delay starts at 0.2 for the Little Jaws. The original effect is each enemy hit with an Unstable Bomber increases the Unstable Bomber's final damage by 20. Now goes to each hit on enemy with an Unstable Bomber increases the Unstable Bomber's final damage by 20. Same effect. For every 0.1 second increase in the bomber delay, gain 20 plus, now goes to a nerf by half. So it lost 10 per stack. Big deviation. This seems like a lot of this is less rebalancing and more rewording, with a slight half nerf. Abyss Glance, trigger Frost Vortex on 15 hits. Hits on weak spot counts as 2, with a minimum of triggering between 7 to 8 bullets. This got put to an even number. So now, instead of being 15, triggering between 7 to 8, with a clean reload, it is now just a straight 7 bullets each time. It keeps its original effect of its passive, increasing Frost Vortex center damage, but it increases and gains an additional 50% maximum. This is a 50% increase, and thus is a buff. Bromney, trigger bounce on hit. However, you deal an additional 35, or no, this might be nerf damage. Deal 35% bounce damage to players. It is, so you keep the +2 bounces, but you would now deal 15% less damage to players. Hitting the environment with Bromney can now trigger the bounce, with the damage increasing by 30%, 95% against players. Same thing here. and bounce weak spot priority goes from 50 to 100, getting buffed by 50%. Gulp War. 30% chance to trigger Unstable Bomber on hit, increasing to 90% on a weak spot hit, namely meaning headshots. Okay. Original effect. Unstable Bomber 20. It's following suit. It's getting its damage cut in half, as well as its range. So 10% range loss, still 20% damage creep for 30 seconds. So this means you cannot stay 50 billion degrees and aims away from the enemy. It always lands a crit with its Unstable Bomber proc, with 1% weak spot damage, increasing bomber crit damage by 1%. So it gets a range nerf, which means this is not PvP viable. That's whatever. Squidward. Yeah, Squidward. Yeah, Mr. Squidward. Mr. Squidward.
Squidward, I can't reload meta creep with my weapon anymore.
Oh, please! Nobody ever used my gun! That's right, Mr. Krabs!
Sponge Pointy Bob, you were the most meta of meta builds of all. Hey, no, never in a million fucking years, niggas finna use fucking bounce on this goddamn fucking end of this fucking machine gun.
It's never happening. It's never happening. No. Cap, stop it. Stop it. You know nobody uses this goddamn gun. You know nobody uses it. You're crazy. Okay.
Squidward. Mr. Squidward! You need a meta creep.
Okay. Ants time bounce is triggered. Goes from weapon damage +2 now to +1. It now takes longer to stack. So +1 to a maximum of 50 against the 2 to maximum 25. It's the same amount, but every time you still have to trigger multiple bounces. So it's been nerfed by half. You still lose a stack every 5 seconds. After continuously shooting for 1 second, 2 seconds actually, bounce targets +1. That's a giant fucking nerf considering this isn't a machine gun. Blue Tiger, entirely new tech. 30% chance to trigger bounce on hit. Now to 25, so it lost 5, but it still keeps 60% bounce. Desert Dusk Mask. When fast gunner triggers, 65% chance to reload the bullet, and reloaded bullets grant 20 plus attack. Now buffed to 70. Still granting, so 5% buff. Tattoo chance. Bounce hits allies without causing damage and automatically reloads the bullet on hit. They have changed it to being a 70% chance for a reload, so they're nerfing it ahead of time. Wow, this is actually a fucking gut to Kasag of all people. They're actually making a change to Bastille. Enter Bastille state, receive 50 HP. If it breaks, gain and loss. So, before, now. So before, the change was +10 on a 1-piece, +12 on the 2-piece. When out of combat for 10 seconds, enter Bastille, gain a shield equal to the 50% of max HP for 40 seconds. If the shield breaks, exit Bastille and gain DR and movement speed for 1 second. Now it goes to reload speed, stay crouched, into the Bastille state, gain damage, which he's been using. It does not show if it retains the vulnerability punishment for losing your armor when you exit Bastille. But who knows? Precision Bounce is getting a giant fucking nerf, getting its modifier cut in half by 50%. Heavy Explosives, Unstable Bomber, inflicts stagger with a 2.5 cooldown per target. Unstable Bomber inflicts stagger on enemy and deals 40% less damage to you. I don't think we've ever been affected by our own Unstable Bomber proc, but whatever. That is a giant buff, because that now means it's consistently capable of being used against targets getting staggered by Jaws directly. Obliteration. Cause Vortex final damage 20% for each additional enemy in the Vortex, adding 20 up to 40 damage. Versus final damage, with each an additional enemy adding 15 up to 45. It now takes 2 more enemies to stack to max total. Otherwise, this is actually a buff by 5%. Headguard is getting a buff in the way that it actually directly explains how to make a headguard function. Up to a reduction, namely telling you the percentage, 15 plus an additional 15 when you're above 60. Bounce Rampage. After landing a bounce, bounce damage is increased by 5 for 15 seconds for up to 5 stacks, for a total of 25. Yeah, this is just a rewording. It's the exact same effect. And now, Shock Diffusion. When triggering Power Surge, apply Power Surge status to one enemy within 5 of the target, prioritizing enemies not affected by Power Surge. When triggering Power Surge, apply Power Surge to one enemy within 10 meters. So it's increasing its range by 5 meters. Big, juicy, thick, tender. I just put my newborn son into a blender. Blueprint collection system. As previously announced, you can upgrade blueprints to earn collection XP, increasing your collection level, obtaining your rewards, and receiving collection XP on a pro-rated base for pro-rata basis for gear blueprints that you've already developed. Renaming a weapon blueprint costs a renaming card. When you change it, everything adopts a new nickname. They're visible to other players, such as when you have a weapon on a defeat screen. This is possibly going to get changed, and the reason I can think of why is it's going to be people doing things like, I don't think I very much like that meta. Whis, get the beat. It's going to be the first thing that's going to get changed. I can already see it. Prove your mastery with weapon nameplates. This is a vanity plate. I don't care. Limited time holiday event. This year, Holiday, embark on a journey of reunion and seek out legendary treasures with Snow Sprite. During your adventure, Snow Sprite will reward you with 3 exclusive skins, 3 adorable holiday-themed deviations, lots of Starcrom, and other available resources. From the 19th to the 12th of January, receiving on the 19th, the 23rd, and the 30th, logging in to claim your weekly rewards on Joy and Reunion. Delight Energy Udder, researching the formulas and Delight Energy to unlock personal rewards and challenge trophies, and reaching the global targets to unlock limited deviations and cosmetics. Very poggers. A Blessing Gift Box. 'Tis the season for loves and blessings. Log into the screen to unlock chances to open and give your gifts. Send heartfelt cards to spread holiday joy. With the probabilities obtained for free, having up to 60 tries, being you can get Shephosaurus Rex Christmas Spirit within 31 tries, versus redemption tokens and Mitsuko's marks at equal 34, 20, 14, 20 rates. A lucky bag containing food, including Utter Delight, Serene, Vivid, Surging, and Radiance, and a Bush Borscht Deluxe, and a Startup Ratatouille, which is just what the fuck eye roll. A Blessing Gift Box, a bunch of other bullshit, including more Utter Delights, new shop arrivals for your Lightforged loot crates, being the Hype Party, which honestly, probably one of the better male skins alongside the Sailors, and alongside the Vampires. But, again, the men are getting fucking cooked on this, and we get nothing of fashion. However, I'm liking to look at this Double Agent theme pack. It looks nice. And then Meta's Bounty. Complete and accept the bounties to showcase your skills, with the more difficult the bounty, the greater the rewards. Go to the shop, Meta's Bounty, to check them out. With Meta Bounty SO, Path of Dawn, including 20 challenge bounties, with each bounty including prestigious rewards, including Dawnbreak stars, and just reach the Pinnacle of Glory, which I assume is a collect-them-all trophy system. How to play. Purchase using Christians or accept them through quests. Fulfill the specified conditions to complete that bounty. The rewards receiving as followed. 1. A bounty trophy. Interact with the territory collectible to view a memento of the completed bounty being transferred between characters on the same account. A custom tag, a trophy badge that can be equipped to your character's name target, name tag /custom. The Dawn Break star, completing the bounties during progression to the star tier. Collecting stars to unlock the milestone rewards, and the Light Force relics, with Meta's Bounty showing the percentage of characters in a region who have completed the bounty. Embarking the Path of Glory now, during the Halloween week of 2025's events, will give away a free Meta's Bounty medal after the 2019 update. Discounted bounties will also be available for just one Christian. Poggers. Community events. Twitch drops for vehicle skin, hat skin, cradle charm, and weapon sticker. I mean, I can't really be all that upset. You're giving us a new car skin for watching for 7 hours. So, I guess the Manibus will ride again. Soon-ish. Like, after Christmas. After Christmas. I think that would be acceptable. I'll have to let Kasog know. And if you gather your friends, whether they be team-up rewards, they will get Star Crom, a chance to win up to 660 Christians, which is basically $15 of money. Here's the scenario exit cooldown from 60 days to 30 days, so that a person can do it every month. They are regularly purchasable from the shop for 100% Mutsuko's marks each. The card can be made available from the Winter is made available for the Way of Winter. Oh no, I'm reading this wrong entirely. The exit card that was made for Way of Winter has been taken down. All players will receive 100 Moonsuko's marks after the update, then deciding whether or not you want to exit your scenario for yourself. Ranching. Now we're getting to optimizations and bug fixes. Fix the issue where ranched animals stray too far from the territory and get lost. I had this happen to me, if they didn't get killed by a fucking wolf. Lost animals can now be viewed and recalled from the list of animals. Based. Optimize the generator's fuel supply and construction, now showing how long the generator's fuel will last. Based. This makes using biomass easier. Optimize the snapping rolls for 1/4 structures. Based. Adding range indicators for facilities and construction, enabling and disabling indicators at your preference. Based. Press L to open a screen. To enable or disable the range indicators is the same key which shows hide and water and electrical lines. Based. Plant facilities. Indicator for the automatic irrigation facility. Yes! 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 That's going directly into the fucking channel. Oh my fucking god. Yes, sir. Yes. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes. 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 Finally. Finally, my pain is over. It's over. It's over. I'm no longer in pain. They finally fixed farming. Oh my god. I can't believe it took them this long, but they did it. My bitching paid off! It's so beautiful. Add a range indicator for the automatic irrigation facility. Cooling facilities. Add a range indicator for the fridge and the cooling fan. Heat facilities. Add a range indicator for the furnace, the campfire, and the electrical heater. If a facility is not for operation, its range indicator will be in red. And optimizing the grow light, fixing the issue with the grow light's illumination range and effective range were inconsistent, with the illumination range being a rectangular, whereas effective range was actually a square. Adding a highlight effect, the plants and animals and facilities that receive the grow light effect, and improving the snapping of majority of structures when attaching to a structure of a different size.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go! I'm so happy! I'm so fucking happy! Oh my god! I'm so happy to read a bug fix! Oh my god. I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it, bro. I can't believe it. I can't fucking believe it, dude. Okay, let's read further. Bound items can now be deposited into the meat dyer, the water filter, the brewing barrel, and the compost bin, with space-time now detecting and highlighting animal corpses. Mod acquisition. Add mod parts to the Advanced Stardust loot crate. Keyword suffix mod boxes and Chaos Waver Clear rewards. Add a Life Force boost mod that applies to all armor lists and conversion targets. Deviations. Adjusting the level of deviations in the first clear rewards for dungeons across the various difficulties and evolutions call. So EC, PC, and Manavis. Increase the average quality of Gazochios in the Way of Winter. Increase the chance of obtaining deviations in the Workshop Defense. Add the Logging Beavers the Way of Winter, which can now be found inside of strongholds. Grow streams can now use fertilizer! Oh my god. I am going to come. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come! I'm going to fucking nut. They are spoiling us. Oh my god, they are so spoiling us. I feel so spoiled. I feel so fucking spoiled, bro. Bro, I feel so spoiled. Oh my god. He said with a half open mouth full of goddamn Taco Bell. Increase the success chance of low-level players securing high-level deviations. Add the ability to rename deviations. Giving them custom names, which allows you to differentiate the ones that are going in your packs. Add a guaranteed for morph deviations to drop in a dungeon after a certain number of attempts. So now people who are looking for morph deviations now have a feedback filter. Most of this doesn't matter to me except for when it comes to off-road performance. Optimize vehicle collision effects. The vehicle is shaking less and less likely to stop after collision. Increase reverse speed of vehicles, now quickly backing out of trouble after collision. Airborne performance. Player vehicles no longer no-dive when airborne, reducing the chance of flipping over, allowing players to change vehicles less often. Player vehicles no longer bounce after landing, stabilizing when on the ground, decreasing the likelihood of losing control. Removed trash bags and mud blocks from roads to reduce the frequency of collisions. Fixed the bumpiness on those roads in the Lone Wolf Wastes, preventing excessive vehicle shake. Change the birth point in the Secret Servitor dungeon, adding birth protection for players when they enter the dungeon. Change Chaos Waver spawn mechanics. No longer repeatedly spawning the same coordinates. Some boss kills now can instantly kill elite enemies. Weaken the elite shield enemies in the Forsaken Giant on Pro. With the shields now being broken by throwing flower buds. These are crazy fucking changes, dude. Chaos Weaver. Removed its immunity to elemental damage. Sweet baby Jesus. On this day, I see clearly everything has come to life. And you get a bump, and you get a bump. And you get a buff, 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 and you get a buff. Everyone gets a buff. Chaos Waver's chest, upper arm, and tail are protected by armor. Destroy these parts to turn them into weak spots. Reduce the difficulty of destroying Chaos Weaver parts. Adjust the Chaos Weaver's AI behavior. Optimize the targeting of his skills. PCEs. Increase the range of Dig to Hell. Add new Battleship Blockade PCE to Ember Strand and Way of Winter. With interactions, added auto-refill functionality to the hotbar, enabling disabling inside of preferences. Remove collisions with zip lines in the wilderness, reducing the likelihood of getting obstructed while riding on a zip line and falling to your death. Adding icon markers to some storage creators, so making it easier to identify and manage them from a distance. Social. Teammates' current worlds are displayed if they are in a different world. Optimize the feature that lets you invite friends to join your team. Others. Movement speed bonus is now displayed on the gears in the stat panel. Increase the maximum number of loadout presets from 10 to 20, but I can almost promise people we're not using that. Hidden gear is no longer shown on the dungeon's settlement and shop screens. Optimize the models for the rusted crossbow and the recurve. Improve the reminder displayed if you have unclaimed mail items and moving to a new season. Optimize the trigger timing in the space-time backtack guide. Add controller support for the camera and piano, and add the ability to unlink your Discord account once you've linked it. And then, bug fixes. Fix an issue with the output of deviations when I have Eternal Land tags when diffused in Eternal Land. Fix the issue where grow lights and irrigation facilities using House Blueprint would not operate. Fix an issue where players are somehow able to uncover to place planter boxes in Eternal Land instead of receive a message saying that it overlaps with other objects. So they fixed some of the basic ones. I do not recognize most of these changes, meaning they're ones that I didn't encounter. Okay. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy, baby. That's crazy. Okay. So, 2,000 Starcrom. An additional 26k waiting for us in login. Multiple changes made specifically to address the problems and issues that were provided and have been addressed throughout the entirety of everything, and next season, or rather next inheritance, going smoothly. Login, dude. But not too soon. This was a very short stream. That was actually quick and efficient. We were in and out in under an hour. That's crazy. Anyways. Pip pip J.O. I'll be finishing my food now. And then I'm going to take a good long sleep. I will see y'all later.